I mean, one thing about life that is true is life is going to make you do things you don't want to do. You know, going to that work which you absolutely hate, and the only reason you're doing that work is just to get money and survive. You know, if you're a normal person that does not live off your parents, which is most people, eventually, even if there's, someone who might have lived with their parents till like 25, 26, it's like I would say most of the people, like when they reach at least 30, they're not going to be living with their parents. Even the most like lazy people, or like even the ones that have parents that can pay for them, even they, when they probably reach the age of around like 28 to 30, like they're gonna be somewhat independent, or like most of them are gonna be full on independent with money and doing things by themselves, making money and surviving themselves with the money they make, right? So like you're gonna be in situations where you do things like like fucking labor job, or just monotonous job that just requires your just fully fucking drains you, right? It just like fucks you up every day and makes you hate your fucking life. That's the kind of situations you are put in by life. And also there's so many other things like in life that you kind of end up just being a part of, maybe some sort of a relationship problem, or like because of that, I don't wish any like any bad things upon people, but there's things that can go bad with everything. And in those situations where things get bad, you just have to deal with it no matter what, right? Like those shitty situations. And like to make money, to get food and survive, you have to be in that shitty job until the hobby or the passion you're following actually pays you enough to just completely stop doing those things, right? So for that to happen, like life is gonna just eventually be so fucking draining that you're not gonna be in this mindset where any creativity from you or any hobby or your passion will just extinguish, right? So always choose and give importance to just doing things you like to do, your passion, your hobby, whatever it is, even if it's a small thing, you can just find a way to do it, you know and eventually, when you keep doing those things, it is going to pay off. It is going to pay off. It takes time, but it is going to pay off. Even if it's in a small amount, find someday, like maybe like if your hobby requires you to be, like if it requires time, like 1 hour or like 2 hours, like you can always find a way by maybe sleeping soon and waking up early, like doing all those things and not draining yourself from work, because that's when you come home late from all those works, it's going to drain you, right? So try to do things when you're early in the morning. So that's definitely something which is going to help. So like I said, life is going to make you do things which you don't want to do. So do things which you want to do. It sounds simple, and it just, some people might not get it, but it's like that's the simple thing what I think people should strive towards. And that is the kind of the same thing what I'm trying to achieve as well, or like trying to like achieve or like strive towards. So I think that is the goal that should be there for people. That's what I wanted to say. So like just find a way to do things you like. Make that your biggest importance, because when you make that your biggest importance, it is somewhere down the line gonna pay you back, right? Instead of just being and being stuck in the same loop of doing the things you don't like to do. And don't choose to just make your life even hard, because life is going to make your life hard anyways. It's like that's life. Things are going to get bad anyways, so try to make your life better by doing things you like to do. I'm kind of saying the same stuff again and again, but that's kind of the reason why, because it is so simple, but people just don't understand it. I try to explain it to some people, but that's just how life works. Do things you like to do. I said it so many fucking times.